In this video, we're going to talk about calculating the total surface area of prisms using the formula surface area equals perimeter of the base times height of the prism plus 2 times the area of the base. First, let's break down the formula. The P, which stands for perimeter of the base, is where we're going to add the outside numbers of the base. For example, if we had a rectangle, we would add all of the numbers on the outside of the rectangle. And if we had a triangle, we would add all of the numbers on the outside of the triangle. The H means height of the prism, which is the distance between the bases. Remember, prisms have 2 bases. And then capital B means the area of the base. And if the area of the base is a rectangle, we'll calculate it using the formula area equals base times height. And if it's a triangle, we'll calculate it using area equals half times base times height. And it says that base and height of the triangle will cross at a 90-degree angle. What this means is that as you're looking to find the area of that triangle, you need to look for the 90-degree mark. And that will tell you where you're going to calculate or determine your base and your height for the triangle. Now, let's practice some problems. First, we're going to look at rectangular prisms. So first, we want to identify all of the parts we need, like this box here says. So I labeled my area of my base as green, I outlined my perimeters in red, and I circled my height in blue. So if I look over here where it says second calculate the perimeter and the base, area of the base, we're going to add all of the sides together for the perimeter, and we're going to multiply the base and height for the area. So we will get a perimeter of 61 inches when we add 22 plus 16 plus 22 plus 16. And then we're going to get an area of 352 square inches when we multiply 22 times 16. Next, we are going to substitute all of the information we have in the formula. So I'm going to put in 61 for the perimeter of the base, 18 for the height of the prism, and then I'm going to plug in 352 for the area of the base, and then I'm going to put that in my calculator. Once I put it in my calculator, as I wrote it down, I'm going to get a total surface area of 783 square inches. Next, we're going to look at 2 different triangular prisms. The first one we're going to look at is called a right triangular prism because it has a right triangle. And so we're going to go through the same process, calculate the perimeter of the base, find the area of the base, and then plug into our formula. So first, let's look at that perimeter, and we're going to add 6 plus 5 plus 7.8, and we're going to get a perimeter of 18.8 inches. Next, we're going to find the area of the base, and we're going to multiply the base and height, which remember they crossed at a 90-degree angle, 6 times 5, and then multiply that by 1/2. Once I put that information in my calculator, I get an area of the base of 15. Now we're going to plug everything we know into our formula. Remember, the height of the prism is the distance between the bases. So on the triangular prism, that's going to be the distance between the triangles. Once I have everything substituted in the formula, I'm going to put it in my calculator just like this, 18.8 times 11.5 plus 2 times 15. And I'm going to get a total surface area of 246.2 square inches. Let's look at another total surface area of a triangular prism example, okay? Remember that the height of the prism is the distance between the triangles when we have a triangular prism. So we're going to go ahead and calculate the perimeter of the base. If you look, the perimeter of the base, I have 10 plus 10 plus 10. So that's going to give me 30. And then I'm going to find the area of the base by multiplying those 2 numbers that touch at a 90-degree angle. So it's not 10 and 10, it's 10 and 8.3. So I'm going to do half times 10 times 8.3. And I'm going to get an area of 41.5. Now I'm going to plug in all of my information into my formula. So I have 30 times 14 plus 2 times 41.5. And I'm going to get a total surface area of 503 square centimeters. Make sure you write the information down and examples down in your notes.